past few hours, we have seen the faction of retired General Chiwenga marshalling up. So Mnangagwa, if you or if you are not following carefully what is politically unfolding in Zimbabwe at the moment, one would get an impression that Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa is having an upper hand. But from the way things are looking, ever since retired Air Marshal Mchena's press briefing, I had a moment of listening to it, and also I've had a moment of actually looking at the statement that is currently circulating, which has been penned down by retired Air Marshal Mchena, indicating the displeasure of the retired military generals, as well as also senior actually pensioners within the civil servants regarding the illegal constitutional amendment bill number 3. You can tell something is actually going on. There is a plot definitely to stop Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, and retired General Chiwenga at this moment is making the things difficult for the members of parliament as things stands. Both the members of parliament representing ZANU-PF, as well as also the members of parliament, of course, representing the Citizens Coalition for Change, for Sengezo Chabangu. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So at the moment, we are witnessing almost quite a sizable number of members of parliament being taken to the Constitutional Court by members of their own constituencies. So far, I think I've seen almost more than 10 legal challenges. They continue to trickle in. Numerous legal challenges have been mounted against members of parliament, and all of them, the challenges are the same. They are actually questioning members of parliament's decision to extend their tenure from 5 to 7 years. All of them, if you look at these challenges, you can tell they are coming from almost the same legal mind or the same strategy. And what is the strategy here? Remember, this comes after retired Air Marshal Mchena warned the members of parliament. In fact, before warning them, he started by indicating that he is aware that Gudagwashe Takwirei, during the birthday of the Minister of ICT, that is Tatenda Mabetera, there was a caucus, a secret meeting that was done, and that meeting agreed that the members of parliament were going to be bribed with an amount amounting to $50,000 US. And Mchena characterized Gudagwashe Takwirei as the financier of the illegal constitutional amendment bill number 3 of 2026. Now, he did not stop there. He gave a warning with this background to the members of parliament not to actually betray their constituencies. And he said, in fact, it was a final warning. He said it is giving them a final warning. A final warning usually is the warning before consequences are actually inflicted upon an individual. So now, soon after that statement, circulated, we began to see what has been said by Muchena, manifesting on the public domain. Numerous members of, as we are speaking at the moment, they have been taken to the Constitutional Court, and the questions asked by members of their constituencies, including Owen Mutangube, all both, it's across both members of parliament of CCC. I'm quite sure from the look of things, it appears all members of parliament are going to be challenged at the Constitutional Court. And guess what? The challenge is not coming from an entity demanding, in fact, answering affidavit from all. In fact, they are targeting each and every member of parliament. And I think on the back of each and every member of parliament, as they go to sleep today, definitely those who are sensitive to political events currently taking place at the moment, I'm sure within their conscience they have already read that the political climate, and I perceive this is the strategy of retired General Chiwenga. He is not approaching MPs as a group. They are approached individually, taken to the Constitutional Court. Not only that, they are also warned that if they support the illegal constitutional amendment bill number 3 of 2026, there would be consequences. Now, according to Mchena, he further revealed that Mnangagwa was actually engaged, and in their engagements with Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, it became apparently clear that the man is not interested at backtracking from Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 of 2026. In fact, what they have discovered, which is what we have always underscored, is that Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa is the architect, which means he is the author of Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 of 2026. And also what they have established is that this bill stands to benefit him and him alone. So that statement, which was actually directed at numerous individuals and entities, and also to the judiciary system, where these challenges and the general simply saying to the judiciary system of Zimbabwe that do the right thing. What is the right thing? That is to approach the matters that are heading to your courts. Make sure that you actually apply the law equitable and don't make a mistake. And also saying we have confidence in the judiciary system. That is what retired Air Marshal Mchena said, that he has confidence in the judiciary. Now, remember, there were words which were spoken by the late Blessed Case, directed to Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, saying, Mnangagwa, the moment we remove you, you will realize that you did not have support anymore. Now, Mchena speaking today, as well as Blessed Keza having spoken previously, you get an understanding that the problems of Mnangagwa during the Blessed Keza revolution are still the same. Mnangagwa's group, when they do secret meetings, there is always a leakage, which means individuals who are part of that group may also be part of the intelligence of retired General Chiwenga. How did they know that? Because the meeting was secret. Look at the venue at the birthday of Tatenda Mabetera. And at that birthday, the Zululanders saw it as a good opportunity. Whilst everybody is busy celebrating and Zimbabweans having the impression that no, it's just a mere birthday, let's find a secret location and make deliberations. And the deliberations were made. But and I'm very very sure when those deliberations were made, individuals who were selected to be part of these deliberations are the most trusted men and women of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. But in spite of that, Hlonipani Ncube, as well as the viewers of Hlonipani Global News, are now aware that there was a meeting. Who is making these leakages? And this shows beyond reasonable doubt that numerous people who are seemingly supporting Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 of 2026 may actually be playing what is popularly known as Bora Msango in the politics of Zimbabwe. And most of these people, Mnangagwa sees them every day. He dines with them, he trusts them, but these people, they are also translating information as well as raw data to the other side. So what is the strategy now? To me, I see members of parliament who, and also look, because when these legal challenges are mounted, don't ever think it's just constituencies. These constituencies, it's an organized, factional approach to counter Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. Because you can see it's a political plot. These challenges that are mounted at constituency level against the members of parliament, already this is causing havoc in the camp of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. That is why tomorrow he has called all members of parliament to gather at the ZANU-PF headquarters in Harare. That on its own shows that he is shaken. Of course, I've seen Barakashis, they are the ones who are attempting to respond to the retired generals. But the members of the faction, Tungwararas and others, they are careful not to respond because they notice that this is not an ordinary period. I'm sure they didn't see this coming, specifically members of parliament. Now, if members of parliament are individually taken to the constitutional court, the other mind-boggling question is who is going to fund them to defend themselves at the constitutional court. And also look at this, the chaos this is creating, because as much as these legal challenges are mounted on individual MPs, it must be underscored that these are separate legal challenges per member of parliament. Each member of parliament is actually facing a legal challenge, which means these should be treated as separate challenges, but the contents of those challenges are the same. I'm also interested to see how the Constitutional Court of Zimbabwe will actually handle these legal challenges. Just imagine having within the next maybe 48 or so hours receiving more than 200 legal challenges per member of parliament that are focused on an individual, the member of a constituency versus that particular member, the sittings. And that on its own, in my view, demonstrates the resistance that is being mounted on Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. And it is, in my view, causing a serious confusion. I wonder what is the plan, especially to the newly appointed Chief Justice of Zimbabwe? I think somehow, the outgoing Chief Justice is feeling some bit of a relief because this was going to face him, but now he is just resting at home, and the new Chief Justice being, I think it's new to happen in Zimbabwe. We've never seen the court flooded with cases in a manner it is, and also having been warned to handle those cases with care. In my view, Mnangagwa is being cornered. There is a smart coup that is going on. I think this, in my view, would be the justification of the coup that is coming. You see, because these legal challenges in all the constituencies, they are giving this impression. Each challenge is coming from a constituency that is not pleased. So if these challenges are mounted against all the MPs in all constituencies, this is giving an impression that Zimbabwe in its totality is against Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 of 2026. It's a record that is being filed to court. And if Mnangagwa is removed on the basis that he disregarded the constitution, and somehow there will be a justification that there was an outcry, there was overwhelming resistance to this. This has been planned. This is a well calculated plot to deal with Mnangagwa. It will be quite interesting how he actually responds to this. Let me not say further on this matter, otherwise, I end up preempting people's strategies, even though I don't sit in these corridors. If you have been listening to my analysis and following the Zimbabwean politics, you will notice someone would think maybe this guy sit in the corridors of power. I don't. I analyze from the distance, but something is up, and let's gear for this political drama that is already unfolding. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to subscribe. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Okangubu Mhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you.